Good evening, lords and ladies. Night Before Dawn here, playing Scrap Mechanic. And today I want to show you some modifications I've made to a build by Khan Gaming. Now, Khan has made a bot battle arena, and there it is. As you can see, there's a little bit of differences from before. I added a door here because I just wanted to be able to get in and out without having to open the wall and then rebuild the wall, repaint it, just a door. I added stairs so that I could easily get back and forth to there. I also added stairs down because I've added things above and below what Khan originally had. Let's just jump down here and I'll walk inside and I'll showcase some of what I've added. Okay, Khan originally had this with these two. I added this. Well, first, this is the side-to-side selector. You can select left lane or right lane in Khan's original one. I added this NOT gate so that when you didn't have a side selected, it counted it as the middle. So you can choose left, right, or center. Simple. So you don't waste mana like you did in Khan's. Then this one, in the ones Khan already had, I added the middle, and the middle. Simple enough. I also added a delay circuit so that when you press the button, it holds the button for 5 ticks, so you can't spam as easily. You still can, but it's a lot harder. And this is the circuit for the Totebot, this is the circuit for the Haybot, and this is the circuit for the Tapebot. And up here is something else altogether. Okay, and then this is Khan's mana counter. I have added 2 gates to each one. This one here is just a part of the system so that you can tell it to spend so much mana, because down below on the bottom floor I added mana subtractors so it actually properly subtracts the mana. This just brought that up here and made it easy to work or to use. And the one I've got in behind here actually replaces the ones that Khan originally had as red ones, because when I first built it and connected everything up, this being an AND gate, it wasn't going to work, and it was less work to move Khan's connections to here than it was to move my connections, because Khan had this connected to it, and that was it. And then that connected to this, and this connected to that. That was simple. I just had to move that connection up here, and then reconnect what this was connected to, so that was connected to that, so to connect that there, and disconnect here. If I were to change my connections that I'd already set up, well, let's just see. I added quite a bit. That would have been a lot of work. So I decided to change Khan's. But anyways, over here is one of my additions. This one adds a wall that can be deployed for 5 seconds. And this little section here adds a turret that pops up out of the floor and launches a spud directly at one of the farm bots. It has a 1-second delay, so it pops up out of the ground, stays up for 1 second, and just before it goes down it fires its spud. And exactly the same thing over here. Totebot, Haybot, Tapebot, lane selector, wall for 5 seconds, gun for 1 second, or gun on 1 second delay. And then I'll get into these still in a little bit. I want to say what they are right now, but they're nothing. But they're not much. This 3 used to be 1. And Khan had it, or no, this was 3, but Khan had them in sequence connected directly to each other. I added some gates behind them because it took literally 2.5 minutes for this timer to go out, and if it had crossed over into here, it took literally 5 minutes for all of the timers to clear. So what these gates do is I have them linked to an AND gate into here, because these three are the indicators of whether it's running. If they're on, gameplay is enabled, or the game is playing. So I have these connected to AND gates so that it only takes 60 seconds between each round. So after a round is done, you have to wait for these timers to clear out. It used to be 5 minutes, now it's 1 minute. That's a lot better. And I kind of already showcased the subtractors. All it does is you send in, say I want something that costs 4 mana. Okay, so 4 mana hits here, and then it checks to see how much mana you have, and if you have, say, if you have to have 4 mana for it to work. But if you have 4 mana, it'll trigger this, and that'll delete the first 4 mana. If you have 5 mana, it'll delete the second, third, fourth, and fifth mana, and so on and so on. So there is a weird glitch that I don't know what's going on with it. As you can see, this one thing here, and the reset doesn't even work, but if I do this, there we go, it's clear. So let's kill everything, and yeah. It only happens on this one. I've tried to figure it out. I've rewired it 3 or 4 times. I don't know what it is. And I know exactly how the wiring works. I've had to do quite a bit of rewiring work in there. But anyways, up here is, as you can see, AI. This is where the artificial intelligence is. If I turn on this red switch, it automatically selected yellow. Yellow is one of the best. Why is that like that? Just give me a second here. Yellow is one of the best one of the best AIs I have. Green tends to, it doesn't exclusively do this. It's randomized through quite a well-designed randomizer, but it tends to focus on spawning Totebots. Yellow is just completely random, and red starts out completely random, and then once it gets to stage 3, focuses on what's the Tapebots. It's a little bit slower, so it can build up points. Yellow's a little bit faster, and green is a little bit faster than yellow because it's only focusing on, or it's mostly focusing on just the little weenie guys. It doesn't need to save mana for them. This one doesn't necessarily need to save mana, but it's a little bit slower because it's more likely to use the higher cost stuff. And this one, it's the slowest, tends to lose to yellow in the early game, but if it gets to later game, it makes up for it and usually just trounces. But it doesn't always make it to the later game, to stage 3 of the battle. But when you turn on the switch, it will randomly select an AI. See, it just chose red and green, and it's completely random. It's not in any sequence or anything. Red again. But you can manually override that and choose whichever AI you want. And the lights over here indicate which one is on, So the farthest lights are is the AI that is on. This is exactly the same AIs. These timers have slightly different timings than those ones, but it's like, say green here has 4 seconds of total time if you add up all the timers. Well, this green one has 4 seconds of total time. Yellow, I think, is 6 seconds of total time. Yellow is 6 seconds. It might not be exactly that. I did some randomization in there to make it feel more natural. But they have, the green is the same length of total available time as the green. Yellow is same as yellow. Red is same as red. So and now that gets to what this is. This is a randomizer loop that triggers things over here. These are set to certain timings so that it doesn't get this in a flashing loop. It extends the pulse because this sends a 1-tick pulse. And this is just a replacement for the left to right and center lane choices. Like, if I press a button, as you can see, it chose a random it's just randomly choosing. It keeps choosing that one, hey? Oh, there we go. Wow. There we go. So it just randomly chooses that. Because the AI is not on, this is the primary output, and it chooses what is based on this. If that turns there, then this one will light up. If that turns to there, that'll light up. Whereas this one, because the AI is on, let's just press a button here. See? That changes with it. So the AI can randomly choose lanes whenever it's pressing the button. So that is quite helpful to the AIs, I guess. Yeah, there's nothing really else to explain here, but what I'm going to do, just as kind of like a showcase of how it works, I don't know which AI they have, because both AIs have been just started, and I will press the start button. That's the manual start button from over here. There's a start button on the seat in both cases that's not connected to the seat though. And as you can see, it looks like blue has chosen the green AI. I'm not sure which one red has chosen. I'm going to guess red, because they don't seem to be spawning much for bots. They should be spawning more bots. I haven't seen them not spawning bots. That was a well-placed wall by blue. Oh, that is very rare. I put those little spikes in there to prevent that. 99% of the time they work. It used to be like 50% of the time when a bot got knocked out, they'd fall out, but it's a lot closer to like 1 or 2% of the time when a bot gets knocked down, it falls out. Most of the time it stays in there and it's fine. Although because that happened, I do need to run downstairs and make sure. Yeah, there was nothing there. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, okay. Anyways, back to the action here. Blue is going to dominate because red is just not spawning anything. But as you saw, the red bot fell down, or ragdolled, and he did it again, and he's staying in containment. It is very rare that he breaks containment. Oh, looks like red or blue's got another point. It's not registering yet because there are still bots in there. I can't get the sensors to detect red bots, and I can't get these sensors to detect blue bots. So I can't just have it ignore the opposing color's bots, which really sucks because, well, blue should have a point now, but there's a blue guy in there. Like, well, blue should have 2 points now, but there's a blue guy just sitting inside there, confusing the game. But when that Totebot finally decides to come out of there, the point will register. Or if, say, that Totebot dies. But I don't think that Totebot's coming out of there. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get rid of him. Oh, there we go. Now the point's registered. And every once in a while there is a little bit of a glitch that happens here, unless that got disconnected somehow. Yeah. I'm just gonna double check something here, because I see what's missing. That connects from there. Okay. There's a connection missing. One of these got broken by a Haybot that got launched out earlier, and I forgot to connect that. So blue had an advantage that I forgot about. I will fix that right away and re-upload. But the game automatically ends on its own as soon as all 3 bots are gone, but I made a mistake and I forgot a connection, so it did it for only 2. Let's just make sure. Looks like yeah, looks a lot better. Looks like everything's connected there. So I did also update this here so that I could have a door to get in and out of there, because I didn't want to have the bots be able to just walk out. And yeah, that's really all there is to say about that. I've added artificial intelligence and a few new features. If you can think of any features you'd like to see added, I can definitely do that. I need to make a little room for it, but I could possibly say put it along this wall. I don't want it on that floor though. But I could easily put things, you know, on the walls down here and add new features if there's anything else, or I could even go up another floor. That's simple enough as well. So, but I would also like the chance to try and compete against Khan himself on something we've both worked on. So, and I'd like to see what his opinion is on this whole thing, because I think it's pretty cool, and I would really just like to see what he has to say about what I've done. So, if you guys are interested in this, please try and forward this to Khan. Get his attention. I'd love to hear his opinion. Anyways, thanks for watching, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much.